Okay, hello. This is Bill Lamb. If you're new to the channel, this will be my first time doing a how-to video. And I've taken up camping and enjoying having campfires, but I'm looking for better ways to start fires. So I've learned about making fire starters. So I'm going to attempt to show you how to do that today. This will be my first time, so you're going to learn with me. If you see something I'm doing wrong, comment. But please like and subscribe and help me grow my channel. The items I've learned I need is going to be this Goff wax you can get at Walmart in the grocery aisle. They use crayons to add color. I'm going to try food coloring. I don't know if that works or not. And these rounds in the makeup aisle, these cotton rounds. I'm going to try to use those. There's two different methods. One uses wax and the other uses Vaseline. So I'm going to try the wax version right now. There's 4 bars in here of this wax. I'm starting with 1 bar. And as you see, I didn't want to ruin my pot, so I'm using a double boiler. And I have 1 cube melted down in there right now. And it says to add, I'm going to try to do this one-handed, some kind of oil. Whether it be a vegetable oil or whatever. It says 1/30 cup. I'm going to try a smaller amount. I'm going to do about a quarter of a cup. So there's an eighth, and now a quarter. I just used vegetable oil is all I used. I'll set that aside and then try to mix that back in together. And they say the vegetable oil makes it burn better. But if you get too much, then the wax won't set up on these pads. So I'm going to set this phone down a minute and try to record a little bit while I'm doing this. And I don't even know how many we'll get with 1 bar of wax. I'm going to guess 16 to 20, somewhere in there. Hopefully the food coloring worked. We're soon to find out. I'm going to try these prongs, these tongs, to see how they work. So here goes the first one. Put it in there, let it soak it up, shake it off. And they used parchment paper to lay them out. I'm going to use this wax paper. It's all I have. And they'll probably stick right to it and I won't be able to get them off, but we're going to find out. Number 2 going in. I guess if they stick, I'll just leave the paper on it and it can burn with it. I'm sorry about moving the camera around. I guess a guy should have a tripod for this. I'll have to learn these things as I go. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. Apparently, food coloring did not work. Like I said in the other videos, they threw a crayon in there. And they allowed that crayon to melt, thereby giving it color. And the only reason for the color is to make sure that they got fully saturated. We might get quite a few out of here. I guess these, from what I've seen on videos, is you can get them to light with 1 spark of a fire starter stick, or with a match or lighter, whatever. And they say they'll burn up to 6 minutes long. I know this is not going to be the best video in the world, with all my movement. I tend to focus on my working hand instead of the camera. Sure looks like the wax is setting up over there pretty quick. These were tested against survival fire starting kits that you can buy at outlet stores and Walmart, places like that, and they worked better than what you could buy. So, and it's very inexpensive. I'll probably have $5 in all of this, and I'll have a lot more to make after I'm done here today, where you get about a box or a bag of 30 fire starters. You go and buy it, it costs you $5. Seems like I still have a lot of wax down in there. And that was just one bar, so about a quarter pound of wax. Hey, there's the coloring. It's down the bottom. Guess it didn't mix. Yeah, the food coloring's not a good idea apparently. So. And my pot is running out of water. You can hear that now. Need to have a dedicated metal pan to use to where you could just put the wax in there and melt it. And this one's quite colorful. So yeah, a pan that you don't worry about ruining or having wax in. These last ones are going to have a lot of color because I'm touching the bottom of the glass now. Uh-oh. Drop that one. Starting to smell a little bit. It's probably that food coloring down there. Starting to get low down there, so. We're almost about to the end. It's like a couple more here. I got it out. Not enough in there for that one, but I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down to try to get all the wax out of there. Not sure how that one will do. Okay. Get this off the fire. Turn the fire down. See how some of these first ones are. Well, they come unstuck nice. That's really nice. Okay, I think I'll take one outside and see if we can do a test burn. I may have to find a match or a lighter. You never know, they may have to dry longer. I'll go in here and grab a... Okay, I don't have a ferro rod, so I guess you're supposed to take them and get some of the fibers showing, like there. And those fibers is what you want to get ignited. And it's pretty windy right here, so catching a lot of wind. I'm going to try to block it. Well, pick the worst spot to attempt to do this. Like I said, they may need to dry a little bit to ignite. Starting to pick up now. I got it down inside the pit for the wind block, so hopefully they need to dry a little bit more. I mean, it's still burning. You should be able to get a fire started with that much of a flame. But if a guy has only a ferro rod and one of these, he ought to be able to get a fire going. It'd be interesting to do a test after they've dried pretty well, because they got pretty saturated, so. But it's burning pretty good now. The tests I've seen that they'll last about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, I paused it for a little bit. We're back running again. It's really burning pretty good now. It would be easy to get a fire started with one of these. I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. We're out here in heavy, heavy winds, as you can hear, and it's still sitting here burning. So that's pretty good. In a survival situation, you might not be able to get completely out of the wind, so this could be a life-saving piece of equipment to have with you. This and a ferro rod. Yeah, I think it's a success. I mean, we're obviously been running here for 3 minutes already, and there's still a lot to go. The nice thing is there's nothing toxic about this either. It's all natural. The cotton and the wax, and there's nothing added other than maybe the food coloring that I won't ever do again. I will throw a crayon in there next time. So, yeah, I hope you like this. And if you learned anything out of it, please like and do me a favor and subscribe and help me grow my channel. Thank you.